In the quiet town of Brookfield back in 1985, something vanished that was more than just a man. It really shattered the illusion of safety. Jonathan Reed, a 27-year-old electrician, was last seen closing his garage at precisely 6:17 p.m. He was supposed to meet his fiancée at a local diner, but, well, he never showed up. There were no signs of struggle, no eyewitnesses, no calls, no trace at all. The police marked it as a voluntary disappearance, but those who knew Jonathan swore otherwise. His mother repeated every day, "My son would never leave without telling me. Not ever." Decades passed, the town changed, people moved on, files gathered dust, until, in 2023, during a routine demolition of an abandoned government building, construction workers unearthed a rusted metal locker buried under concrete. Inside was Jonathan's long-lost ID, a faded Polaroid showing him wide-eyed and terrified, and an old cassette tape labeled in red ink, "Play Me Last." The FBI was called in immediately. When they played the tape, a distorted but unmistakable voice echoed, "I didn't leave. I was taken." Then, a low, metallic dragging noise filled the room, a sound often associated with chains or, even worse, medical equipment. Forensics confirmed the ID belonged to Jonathan, and the photo was estimated to have been taken around 1992. But what really sent shockwaves through the Bureau was the audio's metadata. The tape was last recorded in 1998, which is 5 years after Jonathan was presumed dead. How could a man believed to be buried deep beneath the Atlantic River in 1993 be leaving a message from a location that didn't even exist on official maps until 2004? The FBI, stunned, reopened the cold case. Witness accounts slowly began to trickle in. A retired janitor from a nearby research facility recalled a black van with no license plate parked frequently behind the building in the late 1980s. The driver wore a blank white mask and never spoke. Over time, a pattern emerged. Several other local missing persons had last been seen near the same facility. Deep dives into redacted government files hinted at a covert psychological program aimed at erasing identities while preserving emotional memory. A horrifying experiment to create mindless operatives. Jonathan wasn't missing, he was a test subject. So the insider who leaked the locker's location to the FBI just vanished 2 weeks later. And, all the surveillance tapes were wiped. A digital trail pointed straight to a facility buried beneath a decommissioned airstrip, completely off the grid. When authorities finally reached it, they found remnants of operating tables restraints and, walls scratched with fingernails. One wall had a message written in dried blood. "I remember my name." Jonathan had resisted. The final sentence on the tape now made sense. "If you're hearing this, I failed." This story is not a work of fiction. It's actually part of a bigger puzzle, one the world was never meant to solve. On this channel, Dark Fiction Clues, we don't create nightmares. We uncover the ones that already exist. If you're drawn to true mysteries, unsolved horrors, and the darkest secrets governments don't want you to know, subscribe. And don't just watch, pay attention, because the next clue might be about you.